We move on to the next topic of the day. James Rodriguez, how is he performing at this level at this Copa America 2024? Look, when I figured out that he's going to be involved at this Copa America, I was, I wasn't surprised because I know he's still been involved with the Colombia setup, but I looked at him as purely from a leadership standpoint. I think maybe he get a game here and there, but I did not believe that. I didn't believe that he'd really. I didn't believe that he could really have this impact, but to come in, have 6 assists, to surpass Messi's record for most assists in a single edition for Copa America. He's been absolutely brilliant. Not just the leadership, but the performance. He's been amazing, and he's been in the best 11 in my opinion at this Copa America. I think it's absolutely sensational, and I think he's absolutely sensational, and what he's done is brilliant. To have 6 assists. And let's be fair, and let's be honest, he has not been at the level since about 20, if we're being really accurate, about 2016-17. But about 2018 is fair. He has not been at that top level in terms of club, but in terms of country, he's always showing up. He did have a little bit of the fallout with the previous Colombian manager, and it's limited his involvement. He wasn't involved really in the last Copa America because of that. But with this new brilliant manager coming in for Colombia, involving James again, man, wow. That old school style number 10 that we see really dying from football. It's so refreshing to watch him play because I love that number 10 position. I love the creativity number 10, the number 10. Nowadays, people don't rely on creativity from a number 10. They rely on more pressing, winning the ball up high, and they think that's the main form of playmaker. It's more efficient than our number 10. But it's still good to watch a refreshing number 10. He's absolutely brilliant, and even Luis Diaz, the way he's been touched, he got emotional talking about James Rodriguez. That's how you know that what this dude does is it's more than football for his team. He's really like a brother to this team, a leader. He got emotional talking about James, saying, I told him, I've always let James know since I got to the national team. I let him know that he's always been my idol. Him and Falcao and Cuadrado, who I watched play on TV, being able to share with them fills me with pride. I always tell him, you are great. I admire you so much. You deserve it. He deserves it. This is his cup, no doubt. We're seeing him at his best. We know what he's gone through, what he suffered. Football is a sport of moments. Football gave him revenge, and he's showing he has a lot of class, a lot of ability to give an assist, to play football, how it's supposed to be played. So he deserves it. He really deserves it. And and they'll be really, really good. Now, whether or not we'll be able to win Copa America, it's going to be very, very difficult because, as you know, Argentina are are a real team. They're coming off a World Cup win, and they got that number 10 themselves, that old magisterial type of player in Messi. But man, it would be great to see James Rodriguez win a Copa America, win his first major international trophy for Colombia at this, in 2024. To a less extent, it'll be like Messi when he won his Copa America. To a less extent, because, it's different. It's different the weight and the pressure that was on Messi to perform for Argentina compared to James, and losing the amount of finals that Messi has lost with Argentina. It is different, but I think it's similar. In certain aspects, it's also similar. When James was talking to he also got emotional. He also got a little emotional talking about his Copa America after breaking Messi's record for in terms of most assists. After where he got the assist to I believe it was Lerma in the game against Uruguay. He also got a little bit emotional talking to reporters after the game, saying we had an excellent game. The referee was not good. The boys who defended well. The game was very complicated against a very tough opponent, but we won a well-deserved place in the final. I've been here for almost 13 years wanting this. We're happy. And they have a chance to, they have a chance to really make some history for their country. When he was saying, when I'm saying his quotes, when he was saying, for me, I've been here for almost 13 years wanting this, he ended up taking a deep breath, to stop the tears. And he said, we're happy, and he ended up walking away. Just shows the emotions of the situation. It was absolutely brilliant to watch it live, actually. I watched that presser live, and it was a beautiful moment. We know James Rodriguez, he happens to be a little bit on the more emotional side. We've seen the emotions after losing Copa America, round knockout stage games, the World Cup 2014 when they lost to Brazil. And he's a very, very passionate human being, passionate player, which Colombians in general, they're extremely, extremely passionate and extremely, extremely emotional. And that's just the nature of their country. And I love Colombian fans. The way that they travel to World Cups, the way that they travel to this Copa America. Now, hopefully, they end up actually qualifying for this World Cup, which is very, very likely now with the way that this team is performing. Man, they're going to be well supported, and they're going to be a serious outfit at the World Cup. Really are, and I'm very, very excited because the World Cup being in the U.S., they'll be a home team in plenty of the games that they'll play. Mostly all of the games that they play, honestly. All of the games that they'll play, they will be a home team. The fans will take over these stadiums. And it's going to be a brilliant scene to watch. I'd like to see, I think there'll be a pot 1 team. But it'll be really, really cool to see now if Mexico is playing at the Azteca. There's no national team in the world that will come in. There's no fan base in the world that will come in and dominate that stadium. Azteca will be packed with Mexicans. Because Mexican fans have a huge passion too. Even when their team is crap like they were at the World Cup. The way that they took over stadiums at the World Cup in Qatar, the distance that they're passionate fans. That's what I love about Mexican fans. They're so passionate. It can lead to bad sides. Obviously, we've seen the negatives, but the passion amongst the team, the way that they sing the national anthem, and you see that as well with Colombia. I love seeing passionate nations, and the way James is adored by the Colombian fans is brilliant. James, he's had his moments in major international tournaments. What he did at the World Cup in Brazil, being the Golden Boot, leading that team to a quarterfinal in which they narrowly lost to Brazil, earning that big money move to Real Madrid, where he had 85 appearances, scored 29 goals for them, had good moments at Real Madrid, even having a good cup season at Everton, playing under Ancelotti. And then now he moving on, playing in Qatar. Then he went to Olympiacos and now playing in Sao Paulo. Hopefully he can continue to be at a good enough level that he can be a very, very good outfit for them at the World Cup. Because at the World Cup, he will only be 35, which is nowadays, that's not the oldest age in the world. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited for James. It's very, very good to watch. And, I'm a neutral at this Copa America final. Really, despite me being a Brazil fan, I'm really a neutral at this point in age. Yes, I should probably be rooting for Colombia, but it would be nice to see Colombia. It would be nice to see Colombia win it, cause I think James does deserve it based on the performance at this Copa America. And yes, a lot of his assists came on set pieces, but he's really been an outlet. He's really been played like a proper number 10, and he's been very creative for Colombia this tournament. He really allows them to play a very good style. He has the creativity from midfield to pick out passes. It's still there, which even when your athleticism goes down, that creativity does not go away. And you can still see the creativity amongst him. But is he able to continue this at the next World Cup? We'll see. But at the end of the day, right now we got to be focused on the final. But his performances has been absolutely amazing.